it. It's a fucking joke.
Heartfelt.
No, how could you say that?
I'm a dumbass.
That means you're gay.
No, God, please, no.
A man and a woman.
I'm kind of retarded. You are fake news.
Niggas.
I'm upset.
Be offended.
Do you love black people?
You ain't black.
I don't care.
Shawn COVID.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
How about new?
Hot like a tamale.
Try to relax your anus.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Come on, man.
What is it, you period?
Oh, rim shot.
Five, four, three, two, one.
What's up, all you crazy capitalists, you witty whiskey enthusiasts? Welcome to the Whiskey Capitalist Podcast. I'm Ian.
And I'm Shawn.
And we thank you for joining us today. It is awesome. It's a Monday. So we're here to talk about all those subjects that piss us off. I mean, it's perfect for a Monday, right? So speaking of that, we're going to be talking about the fact that Tucker Carlson reported on the 44,000 hours unreleased January 6th footage given to his producers by the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. What came out of that report was quite interesting, to say the least. Being that this description, or I'm reading our description, just so you know, just in case you don't, like reading and you don't want to read the description on the thing. It's kind of our show notes. Just to shove it down your throat a little bit more. Giggity. Being that all this is going to be on YouTube, you're gonna have to tune into the Rumble part of that. Just warning you now. Whoa, yeah. It's really weird seeing you without glasses on. I just looked up. No, yeah, it's completely, it just threw me off a little bit. Anyways, so that portion of the show we're going to be doing on Rumble because we're going to get spicy, and I don't think that YouTube is going to like what we have to say about it. So we have a couple other topics, though. What we're going to be talking about is you showed me a picture of Chinese rainworms. Or worm rain. I don't.
It was raining worms in China. I was in the van, like on the way to the gig or over the weekend, and I'm just going through like the New York Post, and it's like the weirdest thing. We'll touch on a little bit of that, I think.
Yeah, we'll diddle that subject a little bit. And we're also going to be talking about the random beef between Iggy Azalea and Isabella Riley Moody about OnlyFans. I
so
finally
random.
Dude, I finally looked at all the links that you sent me, and I was like, "Good God,
Wasn't it fun though? It's like it's a great read because I mean, like Isabella is like one of the most based females out there for like conservative, like female, like traditional values, and
It's hilarious.
and then like she just called out like Iggy Azalea for like just basically selling her butthole on the internet, and it turned into a whole feud. Like, hey, you got Iggy Azalea pissed off on the internet. That's a win.
Yeah, I thought I forgot Iggy Azalea was a thing. The last time I remember seeing anything about her is when she was doing that horrible. She was trying to do like a freestyle on stage, and it looked like the animal kid from the Wild Thornberries. Yeah, do you not remember?
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
It's so good. I remember when that came out and someone like put those two together. I was like, this is gold. This is internet fucking gold. So that's the last time I remembered who the hell that person was. And I, thought she died.
I never really paid attention to that entire genre of music so much, but like, I kind of thought like maybe she's got to be out there doing something related to like music. No, selling my butthole or selling her butthole. She's not selling my butthole. It's her butthole.
Well, yeah, because she probably got shamed into your, because so many people were like, wait, you do music? Like, I thought that was just, like,
she's capitalizing on the fact that young men are fapping to her, and she's like, oh, well, I can make money off of that. Can't I? I'm a sex symbol. No, you're not.
Like going through that whole feed, I saw one clip of, you know what? Before we get into it, let's go through our clips. Let's go through our links. Let's go through our intro. Let's do all of our things before we do that.
We're gonna dive into that. It's gonna end up being like a bigger chunk than you think.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So, make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow, comment down below. Since this is a live stream, you can comment right now in the live chat, and we'll read your comments. I think we have a couple new people watching the show too. I sent text messages to a couple new people, and so hopefully we got them in the chat. But yeah, so just like it right now, just subscribe, just do it right now, share it to your friends.
And if you comment on Rumble, I'm sorry, if you comment on Rumble as well, like we're gonna read those as well, so that like doesn't just have to be on YouTube. Rumble, we prefer you to be commenting on Rumble, of course, and then Rumble rants are always greatly appreciated as well.
Yeah, we would rather you have we would rather you comment on Rumble. Well, there's two different things. If you comment on YouTube, we can bring it up on the screen. If you comment on Rumble, you can give us money. So I mean, the benefits are, they're better for us on one side. But anyways, go to solo.to/the Whiskey Capitalist for all the links and ways to stay up to date with us. bit.ly/the Whiskey Capitalist merch for our fully stacked merch store. Go get you. It's going to get warmer soon, I think. Maybe not for you guys so soon, but yeah, for us out here, it's going to get a little warmer. So get your swim trunks, get your beach towels, get the hose slides, get everything that you need for your spring and summer. All right. So with that, we are going to get into the intro. Again, like I said, if there's anything specific you'd like us to talk about, leave it in the comment section, and we'll try to get to that as we do. We do have a pretty fully stacked show. Wait,
pretty schedule?
Pretty full stacked schedule. Yeah, I'm trying. How do you say that? How would you say that?
A pretty full schedule. We have a pretty stacked schedule. If we have a pretty fully stacked schedule, I guess
that's what I was trying to say, but it sounded weird to me. Pretty fully stacked schedule.
It's a lot of adjectives for the schedule. I'm
remedial, and on Rumble it's a different word, but I'm pretty remedial right now. So we're gonna get into that. We have a pretty stacked show. There we go. That sounds better. Pretty stacked show. But if you I don't know why my brain just but if you put it in the comment section, there's a chance that we could bring it up and talk about it. But let us know. All right, with that, here's the intro, guys.
Look at that big, juicy booty.
Hot like a tamale.
Be offended.
Do you love black people?
Do you grow?
You know the thing.
Here, next.
Don't be rude. You ain't black.
Shawn Cav.
You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole.
Heartfelt. A man and a woman.
All righty. So do you want to bring up the tweets, the twats?
Yeah, sure. We'll dive right into this. I want to bring up the first one that started it all. because I think that's probably the best way to begin, right? In the beginning.
Yep. So while you're doing that, I'm going to shill a little bit. Go to locals.com, tdpn.locals.com. It is our community that we're building over there. We have all the links and all the everything that we put up, but we also are going to start doing exclusive members content. And because I finally finished the Movies America stuff, guys, I know I've been talking about it for months, but I finally fucking finished it. We are all caught up. Like,
yay.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I was waiting for one but I was gonna have our fake audience. Wait, hold on. Keep doing that. Oh, so shut up. No, but I finally caught up. So we're gonna be able to do a lot more stuff and be able to focus on that exclusive members content and all that. But it's $3 a month. If you want to become, you can give us more. It's not like only $3. You can give us as much as you want. But for only $3 a month, you can get the exclusive content. Maybe you'll get some early, depending on what we do, you might get some pre-released stuff that we're going to put on the main channels on Rumble and YouTube, but maybe we'll release it there first. And if you see it, you get to see it first. But go down there when you become a member, because we're so awesome and you love us. Use the promo code TDPN and you'll get your first month free. I think we only have that going for another couple of weeks. Maybe I'll extend it, just depending. But yeah, we'll go with that. All right, after you, sir.
Okay, cool. So as stated earlier before, like Isabella Riley Moody, she is a political commentator. I don't know if it's necessarily just politics though. It's like basically like comments on like whatever she comes across on the internet, and it's all kind of like just based conservative traditional values and whatnot. She's one of the ones that typically will push for women to stay at home and be like stay at home moms, like take your care of like housekeepers. There you go, housekeepers and whatnot, and just kind of like more traditional like roles that like women used to fill back in like the 50s, 60s, like even into like the early 70s, where things just started tapering off more towards like the female boss, like the girl bosses, and then like it became more career oriented, and then the career oriented destroyed like family units, and then it just became like I waited too long to have a family because I spent so much time on my career, and now I'm a cat lady, and now I'm in this hospice, and I'm gonna die all alone. Like she's like, hey, let's prevent all of that. Like so she's coming at it from that perspective a lot of times. But this was the tweet that she put up, and she was coming after Iggy Azalea for basically just
real quick. I do have to let everyone know that that I'm not the breadwinner in my house. Mm-hmm. Jen is. So everyone has their own situation. If you got it figured out, you got it figured out. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
But
it's not to say like one situation's right or wrong or nothing like that. I mean, like I don't have to agree with every single stance that this girl has, but like because I mean, like, me and my wife both have careers.
Yeah, it's one of those things. We like to be transparent, so I don't like someone I don't want someone to at some point figure out, oh well, he talks all this shit, but he's not. No, our situation is completely different, and we have it all worked out. But just want to be. Wait, hold on a second. The audience over here is applauding. Movies America is in full effect, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I said, even my own home situation is completely different, and like I don't fully agree with her take of like where like women shouldn't have careers and things like that. I think that's a silly concept, but I do agree with the fact that like there has been less I guess focus on like the family unit necessarily, because there's been such a push for women to have like executive careers, and like that's not necessarily like something that was something that in the past men would work till they basically work themselves to death, providing for the family, and the wife stayed home and took care of the family, but like the dads weren't around as much doing the family stuff, so there was like more of a disconnect with like the dad relationship. But that's diving really far into that whole like realm of roles.
I think nowadays with inflation and how much everything costs and all that, having two incomes isn't a bad thing. And like, but because of how much, because Jen's been at her job 15 years at the most, so she's had the same job, so she's grown in the job that she's had, so she makes great money. So it's not like we need that. And we're in California where everything's fucking expensive, but she still makes enough to where we're fine. And so that's why I wanted to build up this whole network. And now we do this shit. So I have a job, but it just doesn't fucking pay well yet. So go to locals, pay us.
Yeah, it helps.
Any money.
Every little bit helps. But this is the tweet that set it all off. Iggy Azalea explaining how doing OnlyFans gives her the quote unquote power and control she's always wanted. It's so sad to see celebrities promoting selling your body online to young women. Make it stop. Now, I think that's a pretty base take. Why? Because you're trying to prevent young women falling into this trap of like online prostitution, essentially.
I mean, I don't understand how, it's empowering to show someone your butthole. Like,
well, it's not. It's like these women think that it's empowering because they're making money off of it. It's like you're selling yourself. Like you're diminishing your value.
You're against misogyny and you're against all this stuff, like empowering men to, feel like they have power over a woman, but you're taking their money so they can look at your butthole and then they have. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure if they gave you enough money and they'd tell you what to do and you'd fucking do it because, money rules your decisions, evidently. So you're still giving them power. It's weird.
Yeah, they want to have control over men, essentially, when it comes down to this. Like, the power and control isn't necessarily about them. It's about taking it away from men. And like that it's a very weird kind of take to have on this entire thing. Ian writes, the other Ian,
not me.
Not Ian number 2. Wouldn't men still have power over women on OnlyFans? Because if we all stop paying for it, then they wouldn't be able to pay the rent. Now that's a good point, and I want to address that as well, because when you're talking about like trying to get rid of like the simps, like the simp mindset of men, like you stop having them fall into these like online thirst traps, essentially, which is like OnlyFans. Like, the guys who subscribe to like OnlyFans accounts, essentially you're promoting and like you're trying to keep these women in these roles, and like you're telling them like this is working, this is a great thing that like have going on in your life, and essentially you're saying you would be okay with your daughter doing this by paying somebody else to do this. You're saying like, well, I think it's okay for her to do it, so I must be okay with every other female in my family doing something similar to this.
And also, there's free ways to find porn on the internet, right? Like, you don't have to pay the fucking afternoon squad at a strip club to show their buttholes. Like, you don't have to pay for that.
But it's so much cheaper, I'm sure.
I'm just saying that's the only, like, OnlyFans is the equivalent to exactly. And I'm pretty sure you can find 90% of these OnlyFans women's content linked on Reddit. Yeah, exactly. It's not like you can't find it for free, and like it's the equivalent. Like the afternoon squad is the OnlyFans of porn. Like that's literally what or it's like you're paying the minor league team to see their to see their games, but you can see the major league teams for free.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I totally agree with you. It's a stupid model, but like for whatever reason, these guys think that they're doing something positive by giving these women money, and they're not.
You're paying for shitty content. I mean, at least the stuff on Pornhub is lit well and recorded in high quality. I mean, that stuff's off a fucking webcam and like it's pixelated vagina.
And listen, if you're gonna give anybody $3 a month, I hope you give it to us.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even that much. You'll never see our buttholes.
No,
you don't
I promise.
ever have to, wade through that, hairy forest to see the cave. All right, keep going.
Let's watch the video.
I made record labels.
Hold on. I gotta change my sound settings because this is like weird. It was coming out of my speakers.
Money off my body. I made a lot of people so much money off my body, and I got the smallest cut off my own body and my own work and my own ideas. And I don't think I have to say sorry about the fact that I want to commodify my own. It's been commodified, and I wasn't even the main benefactor of it. So fuck this.
Unlike control, I want.
So she's talking about right there the fact that like she was like being used as a a sex symbol in like her music, and she wasn't able to like make money unnecessarily off of that in that industry. And now she's like, well, fuck it, I'll just be a sex symbol and I'll just sell my body online.
No, I get that. What I'm saying is that you signed a contract, right?
Yeah. She signed a contract. This is the deal that you made.
Okay. I'm not saying that the music industry is amazing when it comes to paying the musicians correctly or anything. I'm not making that argument. I think that there's an argument to be made of what she's saying, but you signed that fucking contract. You, just like all these idiots about fucking, student debt cancellation and all this stuff. You signed the contract, dickhead.
And let's also not put her in the same boat as like actual like musicians who are like, just try like think about the people that are probably in her band backing her, like,
or writing her music.
Yeah, like they're not making anything near what she was making.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but how many of her songs are just samples from other from other music?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't respect that. I'm sorry, I don't. Like it's fun here and there, yeah, whatever, but like but it's not like you're writing it.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
I hear you.
Like control. I want control over this.
And I enjoy it. I'm gonna do it anyway. That's the thing. I'm doing it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna post pictures like that anyway because I like it and I think they're beautiful and I like my breasts. Fuck, sorry, and they're fake and they look fucking good and I like them. I'm happy with them and I like my body. I like my body. I liked my body before. I liked my face before and I like it now. I like myself. I never hated myself.
Pause.
She must hate herself now, though, because like the fact that this is something that's going to live on the internet forever.
Okay, so there's two conflicting statements. So you're saying that. So she's saying that she didn't ever hate her body before. Why'd you get fake tits? Because you obviously didn't like your tits before. Yeah. Why'd you get all the plastic surgery? Why'd you get a fake ass? Like why?
Because she didn't like something.
I was gonna leave it with the irony, but
yeah, no, but I want to explain it just so we all are on the same page. Some people might not be following. Everyone's a little remedial.
If you explain a joke, it makes it not funny anymore.
No, that's fine. It's fine.
And what I think's funny, I was looking up some things too because I've seen that video and she makes me want to fornicate myself with a wire brush. I stole that from Crowder. I'm sorry. I've heard it too many fucking times in the past like week. But anyways, she sold the rights to all of her music.
Great plan. I mean, like, I'm sure like her song wasn't being used in any car commercials or anything like even relevant where she was going to make some decent royalties. Like her songs are pretty much dead in the water now.
Yeah. So would she make like $9?
What, off of a royalty?
No. If she sold the rights to her music.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know what she would have made off of.
Let's go. All right. All right, cool. So anything else from that?
So thread? Then we have to keep going with this. So then of course the first reply, Iggy Azalea coming in hot. It's like with her OnlyFans link. So she's proud. She's this is her chance to promote it and get it out there into the world.
Hey, I'll tell you, grift. Do what you do. You're using the situation to grift. I'll give you the credit on that one. But you're also grifting your anus.
And the comments are just great. You know, it's like fatherless behavior. The line, the audacity of this bitch.
Yep, that's what might be one of my favorite memes of.
But I bookmarked a bunch of these, so we'll go through and we'll dive into some of the ones I thought were that really stuck out. So,
just go through the original thread, like just the back,
just the original thread. You want to go? Yeah. Well, it's not, actually, you know, if you go to her profile and you just see all the retweets, that's really. that was the way I was like really catching on to all of these things. What do you want me to go through all the comments?
No, if you just go through, I think it's bookmark. I think I bookmarked it. No, didn't. If you just go through the like from that same thing, just click on or fuck. There was
the retweets.
Yeah, if you just go like basically from the end. Let me see.
Yeah, let's just go do it this way. So here's one right here where it's like Iggy Azalea is literally tweeting my husband this, and let's go back here. Yeah, dear Iggy, I don't like whores. Yeah, we're gonna keep going backwards.
Yeah.
So then let's see here. All right, let's start with this one then. I want to tear down whores promoting and selling their bodies online to creepy old men. Yeah, seems reasonable. And then
exactly. And that was from just some random person, like just like
commenting on the shit.
Yeah.
There she is. Laugh my ass off. Stop calling your husband a creepy old man, babe. He's super sweet to me.
I don't know what's worse, having to read it and hearing the voice in my head, or you. Yeah, and her saying that, you know what it reminds me of? The
Mexican
animal
go ahead.
The animal child from Wild Thornberrys.
Oh, again with that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is to me.
This is stop calling your husband. And then like she starts bringing her husband into this thing. This is where it starts getting a little wrong. And then of course the husband jumps in. Dear Iggy, I don't like whores.
I mean, it's straight to the point.
Hit me up later and send me a pic of your dick. I'll only charge you half to say I'd never suck it. Like, tell me again, like how this woman was ever anything like near professional. Like, this is just like disgusting behavior online. And this is just like something that does anybody want their daughters to ever grow up and be like Iggy Azalea? Who?
Please, God, no.
Yeah, seriously. It's absolutely disgusting. All right.
Hold on. I got something.
All right, well, then we'll continue with this in a second. Go ahead. Waiting. Oh, perfect. There it is. There it is.
That's the best part. Okay, sorry. I found it.
Right. Thank you for that. Yeah. Iggy Azalea is literally tweeting my husband this. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting, man. She's now taking it further than just like a little bit of an online feud over just like some bullshit. Like someone said, like, hey, I don't like the fact that you're trying to sell your butthole to young men on the internet, basically turning men into like beta male like simps, and then also encouraging other women to not form good relationships and instead sell your butthole as a career. It's a career choice now.
Yep. And what's funny is there's also something that came out that like in like a couple years ago, she said that she wasn't going to do OnlyFans ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know.
Because if you can find that, then we just got to screenshot that and send it to Iggy. Like,
no.
From, the Whiskey Capitalist.
Oh, it's been sent plenty of times. Oh yeah, I was a little spicy on the Whiskey Capitalist. Oh yeah, it's directly underneath the video. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. I think OnlyFans can be really empowering for people, but I will never ever join. I don't want to make that type of content, and it only fucks up the bag for people on there who really bout that life. Shout out to the baddies though. It's like already your brain rot for the way you talk. I'm sorry, but that was in 2021. Not even 2 years. She wouldn't even fucking go 2 years.
Dude, what happened, Iggy? What went wrong? Was it did COVID really get to you that bad? COVID rot brain.
Movies comes in with the always hilarious comment. I think one thing we can all agree on is that at least it's not Iggy Pop with the OnlyFans page. Iggy Pop. What was that? James Brown. Iggy Pop probably has more intelligence. Iggy Pop probably has more intelligence in his index finger than Iggy Azalea, though. Yeah, but she has tits, so whatever. No one cares what she has to say more.
Let me see here. Is there any other retweets this thing? Okay, so then of course we got some other ones here. Josh Lakash. The rule should be if you want to sell yourself on OnlyFans, you can't take antidepressants. That masks the pain. No cheating.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm trying to see stuff. If I just typed in Iggy Azalea. And it's like, dude, like it's all fake.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all fake. Like if you look at pictures, because obviously you type in Iggy Azalea and there's pictures of her half naked, and it's like, but that's not you though. I like Christy Mayer. She said, I want to host or grift a conversation between Iggy Azalea and Isabella Moody. I love whores and conservatives. I will be fair. Please retweet and make my dreams come true.
I saw that one, and that would be interesting seeing like Christy Mayer trying to like moderate something like that. But it's never gonna happen. You can't get them both on the same stream. It would be great though. I'll take it. Yeah, we got a Channel 2 Action News. Oh my God, it's happening. Coming in from Rumble Chat. Hey, thanks for joining.
Yo, what is up? I remember
seeing Action News,
and I was like, wait, what?
We made the news.
Do we get news coverage? Oh shit, is this when we get canceled? Damn,
probably. I'll get canceled on Rumble. I don't think so.
Yeah, true. Going to take a stab in the dark and say, hey, that's kind of what you're doing when you're with Iggy Azalea. Going to take a stab in the dark and say dudes aren't fapping to OnlyFans girls for their intelligence. Yeah, it's just like reading Playboy for the articles.
She's so smart and she's so witty. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. Just wait until the Til Death Podcast Network comes out with their Only Feet page. Be good. That's something that we're gonna put in the contracts, guys. Sorry.
Besides that, we can go into like the weird worm thing for China.
I'm just surprised that we went 30 minutes with that.
I told you there was a lot more in there than just like a quick little like, hey, there was a beef that happened over the internet this weekend.
Well, when you said beef, I was like, did she show her lips? Beef curtains?
Like a roast beef sandwich.
She just, I could never eat Arby's again.
Dude, it ruined Arby's for me.
Do you think she flies away like a bat? Is that where Corona came from?
Yes. Yes to all of that. We're on YouTube. Yes.
Yes, it is like watching Prawn for the dialogue. They're Ian. It's weird. It's weird to say Ian. Ian is such like a unique name to me because I don't ever really hear it. So when I say Ian, I'm like, I don't want to talk in like third person or whatever that phrase is.
That's why he's Ian too.
So speaking of, bats and Chinese viruses, let's talk about
China.
Yes.
Was it I gotta pull this up this way. Yeah, China pummeled by rain of worms as residents asked to carry umbrellas. So that's the solution. Everybody. Everyone's like, why is it raining worms? Government goes, bring an umbrella. It's only one of the plagues. I swear to you. This is a very minor plague. It's one of the first ones. Don't worry about it. We got 9 more before shit gets really crazy.
I mean, they said it was going to be locusts, but I mean, worms, they're shitty too.
Yeah, I'll go with worms over locusts.
Yeah, true.
China needs to call Rihanna for some umbrellas umbrellas to weather this phenomenon of nature. Oh wait, here's the video. Yeah, so you can just see it right here. They're just fucking and like they're thick, juicy ass worms. Like it's like this is like it looks like leeches to me. Like this is gross. And they're sticking to the cars. And the thing is, like, this is like a city.
It's not like have opened up a can of worms. I'm sorry.
The guy has opened up a can. Yeah, this
God
is God opening up a can of worms.
Channel 2 Action News says God is splurging on the commies.
Good.
We
we don't want you here anymore. It's time to go. So I'm sending the worms. And like, you know, the thing is, like, this is like, you know, city, like we're in this video, we're looking at like a city like area, and like in this article for the New York Post, they start talking about the comparison of in Florida when the temperatures drop to like a near freezing point, iguanas will fall and lizards will fall out of like the trees, and they'll say, oh, it's raining lizards. No, they're like, because like they get frozen or like they like stiffen up and they fall out of like the trees, like, but that's out of a tree. Do you think all these worms came out of a tree? Like, no, there's no trees overhead right now. This is just fucking weird. Why there's so many fucking worms and they're covering all the cars and like the roads and stuff like that. It's weird.
I mean, we just need Hunter Biden. I mean, he already snorted up a bunch of cheese. I mean, maybe he'll just go with the worms. I don't know.
You know, somebody is going to find a positive in this. Like, they're aerating the gardens. This is so nice. Like they're gonna find some bullshit reason to find a positive in all of this. But I just love the fact that the government's like, get an umbrella, dude.
I mean, you gotta hand it to them. They're like, stop fucking complaining. It's just a bunch of worms.
I mean, like, yeah, it is just worms, but it's like, why? Can somebody give us any explanation? Articles, there's no explanation in the article. They say there's no cause known as of yet why the worms were raining down in China.
I mean, this seems like an opportunity to invent a bioweapon to use against our enemies. it like, okay, but imagine you're just walking down the street before you heard to bring an umbrella for the worm rain, and you're just walking down the street and just fucking right in the head with a worm. You're like, the fuck, dude? Like,
yeah, I'm sure it wouldn't stay whole either. It'd probably go splat.
Okay, I don't want to puke on this.
I'm sorry, but like, I'm just being realistic here.
You are. Just drop down the realism a little bit, just for a second.
The video showed residents covering themselves with umbrellas as they go along with their routine and wander past. While this cause of the slimy creature calamity has yet to be uncovered, the scientific journal Mother Nature Network suggests that the animals were dropped after being swept up by heavy winds. Okay, I could see that maybe, but where are the winds coming from and what's swooping them up? Because usually, I mean, worms are in the ground, right?
Yeah, you know, kind of half and half. Ian does have
in trees, yeah.
Ian does have an interesting take on it, which I'm not going to read. I'm just going to let you all read for yourself.
Oh, yes. That's something you could probably find on OnlyFans.
I mean, well, now there's an abundance of it. Like, yeah, dude, that just looks weird. Those are some thick. Those are like millipedes, dude. And then they're like all in a pile right there.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most disgusting things right there. And you're just like, well, bring an umbrella, dude. Not that big of a deal. Come on, man. Stop being a little bitch. Imagine if that's your car. You're like, oh God, I have to leave work.
Okay, well, what did the other text say? I'm sure there's more.
This is where it starts going into, I think, some of the Florida stuff. Viewers were stunned by the city's current problem, with one person stating, these are not worms or animals, but flower stalks dropped from trees. Okay.
I can see that, because I mean, there's the little, pollination, whatever.
Maybe, but I kind of doubt it. Someone else claimed this video was fake and looked like a prank. A strange phenomenon, a user added, with another weighing in. If this is just minding my business on a casual day in China and it started raining worms, I'd just die. A similar odd event went down last December when it was believed that iguanas could rain down from trees in Florida due to cold temperatures. That's where it's bringing that up, which, again, when you're walking under a tree in cold temperatures, it is possible that one of those little tiny lizards will fall out of there.
Exactly.
It's a possibility.
It's sad to know that most of those worms are probably larger than the vast majority of the. Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Dude, he's on fire tonight. I love it.
I find that the dialogue in Prawn is ironically very religious. A lot of uses of "oh God."
I want to hear some scripture reading next time when I tune in.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Let
Jesus.
there be light. Yeah, it's okay. In that video, does it show the person that's walking with the umbrella? Does it look like they're getting hit by things?
I don't know if there's something that just fell right there. No, it's just something like a dust or speck of something. I don't. This look like it's raining worms anymore. Oh, there was something that just fell.
Yeah, go back
a little further, like right there. It's like, you see it?
Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'll check it out
one more time. Right in between the cars.
Oh yeah, I kind of saw that, but that looked like snow.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit like a snow thing, but again, something's falling. Maybe it just looks weird, but again, here, worms, as Chinese officials warn residents. Oh, yeah, that's not the same type of worm. Real reasons behind the strange phenomenon. The end is near. Yeah, we'll just leave that as like the screen thing right there because this is totally a plague.
I mean, I wouldn't disagree. I mean, that is weird. I mean, but we also thought, bat sneezing on a pangolin or whatever the fuck was, the end of during 2020, that was, the end of the world.
It was all bats, and it was the people eating the soup made from said animal.
Hey, dude, and I will completely admit, when it was first starting, I had no clue about it. So I was like, it could come from the Asian wet markets. I mean, they're not clean at all, and I wore gloves, I wore a mask, I was
listen, none of us knew anything at the time. Nobody knew what to research or look into. We were all just kind of like flying by the seat of our pants until we started finding these researchers that were actually looking up the right things.
Well, yeah, in the very beginning, no one knew what was going on. I took what information that was given out and what was, but then once people, all the internet sleuths and, the way it kind of goes, you kind of figure, oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Oh, yeah. Like, that's weird too. Like, what the fuck? And that's one of the things that I'll say that I have against Trump is that he didn't fire Fauci immediately. That dude is disgusting troll human. And the fact that I don't like that he gave everyone money, because that's just taxable money. That's just money that, we had to pay taxes on later. Like and then it's, it's printing money. So I didn't agree with that. I mean, it was cool to get money because it's always cool to get some money. But then when you think about everything, you're just like, oh, this doesn't help us at all. So I will totally.
Well, every time there's one of those kind of like, what do they call that? It's not like a surplus or something, but like it's where they're essentially printing a small amount of, not a really small amount either, because we're talking about billions of dollars. When they're printing out fucking money for people to go and spend, it's never good. It's never been a good thing for that to happen.
I mean, comparatively, if you give it to Ukraine, what we've given to Ukraine is small potatoes, but
yeah, in comparison, it is small potatoes for sure. But again, you could make that argument against that as well too, where it's like, oh, well, you're more concerned about giving money towards a war versus money for people during a pandemic. Weird.
I just think it's funny that they say that they could fix homelessness for $30 billion or something like that. It's like, do you realize that you could fix homelessness, start homelessness up again, and then fix it again for less money?
Or finish the wall.
Maybe even start it up again and then fix it again. You can do it 3 times over. What's going on here?
Or you could pretty much essentially build an entire wall around the entire US at this point. Yeah, because we needed $5 billion to finish the wall.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Just
okay, there is
build the
one
fucking
thing
wall
that I wanted There is one thing that I wanted to kind of bring up real quick. Did you have anything else on
worms? No, we're good. We're good with the worms thing. That was
on the worms. Okay.
That's a YouTube article.
Did you hear what Jane Fonda said on The View?
What did she say now?
Okay, hold on. Can we bring this
Was
up?
it today?
I think it was Friday.
I may have seen it, but I don't know what you're referencing. So just
hold on.
Show me. Show me the money.
It has to do with murder.
With
when
murder.
life gives you worms, feed the homeless, says Trevor. That's good.
Eat the bugs.
Yeah. Hey, that's what you're trying to do, I guess. Let's see this. Okay.
Live in a pod. Eat the bugs.
We're not going back. I don't care what the laws are. We're not going back.
I think the women will rise up.
That's the activists.
That's Jane
speaking, and she probably will get a Nobel Prize.
But it's the truth.
Why?
It is the truth. But we're not going to do it.
Besides marching and protesting, what else do you suggest?
Well, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not a.
What?
Okay, you caught that too, right?
Murder.
No, she said, I've thought of murder.
Oh, she said, I thought of murder. Do you have anything else to suggest? Murder.
Oh, it gets better. Wait for it.
Miraculous. What did you say?
Murder.
She's kidding. Wait a second. She's just kidding.
Don't say that. That's
you don't know. They'll pick up on that and just run with it.
Worst.
She's just kidding. It's
well. Let me talk to you about.
We're not going back.
What?
I don't know what to think when I see that. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like the party of peace, love, and understanding, peace, bro, like all that shit. It's like murder. We want to murder him.
So this is also Jane Fonda. In case you're too young to remember, Hanoi Jane Fonda once visited POWs while in Vietnam. These captured Americans secreted notes to her to give to their families. Then, in front of all of them, she turned around and handed the notes to their captors. That's you think they didn't do anything with that? You think that they didn't punish those captors even more because of that? Like, she's an absolute garbage human, just to be completely honest. So we have Trevor saying, when life gives you worms, feed the homeless. You've got worms. We're going to sell worm farms. That's quite a suggestion from someone wearing a cross, LMAO. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a front. Like, half the shit that these fucking people do is just a show.
Any of them claiming to be like Christian talking like this shit, it's like, it's so non-realistic. And they try to always throw that against the conservatives a lot of times. It's like, oh, they're not real Christians and these conservatives because they do this or they do that or whatever. It's like, well, neither the fuck are you then. If you're gonna go and like try and like say like you like, oh, murder is like one of your top suggestions, top 3 things you could like protest, riot, and then murder. That's what you want everyone to do. Get the point across, right? That's how politics wins.
Yeah, or how about just have better speech and not say dumb shit on the internet? Like,
we say dumb shit on the internet.
The internet is full of people saying dumb shit. But if you want to make an actual point and yeah, that's what this whole show is. But
we're dumb.
If you actually want, we're good at it. But if you want to actually have a debate. Yeah, that's actually debatable if we're good at it or not. You let us know. Go to locals. Yeah. So I mean, if you want to actually debate someone on something, bring up good points and actually have better speech. That's the whole thing. That's why we have free speech. We have free speech so everyone can get their opinions out. But if there's an opinion that you think is abhorrent and not right, you don't censor them. Like, I don't think Jane Fonda should be censored or murdered, even though she probably thinks that I should. But I think someone should be able to, like, I think she'd be able to have her opinions. It's the same thing as like when the left tries to censor Alex Jones or any of these, far right, alt, whatever people. It's like, dummy, you realize that the people that follow him are still going to follow him. He's just going to be put in a dark corner of the internet, and you're not going to be able to see what he says. So like, even just for that fact of, I don't know, because he's your enemy, right? He's your enemy according to what you say. So don't you want to know what your enemy's doing? Like, isn't that why we couldn't find Osama bin Laden for fucking 10 years? Because we didn't know where he was, because he was in a fucking cave.
Yeah, he's using VHS tape recorders to go and send us threats.
We have a Channel 2 Action News says, you can't expect all of us, especially me, not to say dumb shit. Yeah, there we go.
He's one of us. Or yeah.
Yay!
I'm assuming your gender. Yeah, because you're a he.
Channel 2 Action News, what are your pronouns? All right, so
do not answer that fucking question. I swear to God.
All right, so while we have all you guys here, and before we jump over to Rumble and talk about the big issue that obviously our thumbnail and our whole description
is the whole point of the show.
Yeah, exactly. But if you guys know, we picked spicy comments or spicy topics, and we just try and chill as much as we can to get you guys over to Rumble, because that's how we get paid. Had she been censored for suggesting murder, we wouldn't have been reminded of how much of a Ian, we are like-minded. We say the same things. We're on YouTube, so I won't repeat that one. So anyways,
Channel 2 Action News says it's ma'am.
It is ma'am. Okay, Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, well, it's Macho Man.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
All right. So real quick, guys, we have a sponsor. It is, it's a cool thing. It is Nature Clear. Just wanted to share a quick story on how this product helped a number of individuals across the country with dehydration and detoxification. My brother led me onto this product as he has used it to recover in the morning from the negative after effects of drinking. At work in the morning after using Nature Clear, he felt like $1 million in just 20 minutes. Just recently, both Shawn and I have tried it. I tried it first. I tried it first. No, but it's great. It both made us off the wall with energy. The synapses firing. Yeah, exactly. It was as spicy as our Rumble content's about to be. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I've been waiting. I'm letting you finish your whole spiel. But I took one when I was on my gig over this weekend. Like, I was traveling. I took one just before I went on stage and stuff like that. And like, because I've been having beers ahead of time, I had like this big hefty. You saw that sandwich that I had on Twitter? I posted that like freaking like that bison thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. It was like it was a bison meatloaf with mashed potatoes in like a freaking sandwich, like that big, like Kolsch bun, and then like a big old like knife right through the whole thing. So he completely rubbed his nose when he tried it first.
Well, I mean, it is a white powder.
True. But anyway, I took one of those right before I went on stage, and I felt like $1 million. I was good to go. Like my brain was on point for when I had to perform and stuff like that. So like, it counteracted all the beers that I had before stage, and then afterwards I could just have some whiskeys and relax and whatnot. And then in the morning, no hangover, no nothing, felt great. Highly recommend.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't drink as often as I used to, but I know that when I do go out drinking and I'm going to use this to try, but it is good for dehydration and kind of recovering from, you got a headache, you got something like that. It has monk fruit and stevia in it. So if you've had any products with that in it, it's going to have that same kind of consistency, that same kind of like little bit of an aftertaste on it, but it doesn't have, like we were talking about this before, it doesn't really have like a specific taste. Like, it's not citrusy, it's not sweet. Like, it's just kind of neutral, but there's that little bit of like, there's that little bit of flavor in there. I see a smirk on your face. And I know that we probably got a really good comment just now. Okay, so when you go to the website, you can read my little brother's and others' testimonials on how it has helped people with hydration, lowering one's A1C, detoxification, and recovery from drinking alcohol, and more. As a special offer to us here on the podcast, Nature Clear has provided this dedicated link below with a promo code so that you can receive up to 25% off your entire order. This is something that you want to buy in advance. So you have it when you need it. The most. I forgot to put like commas in here, so it makes me sound remedial.
When you need it.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
most.
Yeah, exactly. So that you have it when you need it the most, which are probably in the morning after drinking a few too many drinks. If you watch this show, then you probably you probably need that every once in a while. But
you
anyways,
might be an alcoholic.
Yeah, exactly. We have our affiliate link down in the description. When you go there, when you figure out what you want, get it all, what you really, really want. When you get it into your, if you could be my lover, get it into the cart. Yes, I know. Call me whatever you're going to in the comments for singing Spice Girls just now. But when you go into your cart with that affiliate link and you figure out what you want, God damn it, I want to say it again. Use the discount code whiskey, WHISKEY at checkout for up to 25% on your entire purchase. I think it's at least 10%, up to 25%, just depending on what you buy. If you get a subscription kind of thing. So, and just letting you know, you will never know until you try it yourself whether we are just grifting or it's actually good. So try it for yourself.
Prove us wrong.
Yes, but don't ever point it out. So there are millions. So Movies America says there are millions of lefties like Fonda that if they had their way, they'd load conservatives on trains and send them to camps. I mean, he's not wrong. We also have over on Rumble, Small Town Famous 907. I think that's okay, I've jumped over from YouTube. Ian number 2. Yeah, there we go. Channel 2 Action News. Fuck yeah, Ian. Damn, how'd you land that ad? This is what we do, sir.
Because we're awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm Sketchy Jesus. Also, go to tdpn.locals.com and join our community. It's fun. We post all the same shit we post on Twitter as of now. But like I said, Movies America stuff is all finished and caught up. So now we have the time to work on all that stuff. Okay, shut up. So go over there, tdpn.locals.com. It's TDPN, like Til Death Podcast Network. Go over there. It's you get a free month if you use the promo code TDPN. You get a free month if you use that promo code, and then it's only $3 a month after that. So I mean, what's $3 a month? Was that $33 a year? You actually did the math?
Yeah, well, if you get the free month, yeah, you're gonna get $33 for the year. So it's like thinking about you're buying a round of shots for everybody who's in the chat right now. Think about it that way. It's like, hey, everybody who's in the chat right now, y'all getting a shot, and it's all that's just like a nice gesture, right? And like with that, you get a year's worth of exclusive content that we're gonna be putting out as well over there. I was trying to do a freestyle like Iggy Azalea, but I just didn't go over so well.
All right. Anyways, here's my butthole. That's the thing.
That's the finishing move, though. When you do that, it's the finishing move.
Finish him. Butthole.
OnlyFans, subscribe, $3 a month.
Iggy Azalea was a character on Mortal Kombat. She would just like take pictures of her butthole, but like suck people up through her butthole, or I don't know, something like that.
That's super exclusive. That's content plus material right there.
That's good right there. Okay, so anyways, tdpn.locals.com. Use the promo code TDPN for a free month, for 1 month of free membership, and you can give us more than $3. I mean, it's fine, or you can give us $3 a month and then go and do a Rumble rant. A couple bucks.
The grift is strong with this one.
Yeah. Okay. So what we are going to do now is give you a couple more links. Solo.to/the whiskey capitalist for all of our links and ways to stay up to date with us. Bit.ly/the whiskey capitalist merch for our fully stacked merch store. And go get you a t-shirt, some bike shorts, a fanny pack, host slides, all the things. Solo.to/Til Death Studios for any digital design work you need done. I'll get you all taken care of, especially since I got a little bit more free time now. Just a little bit. We still have other shit to do, but solo.to/Til Death Podcast is a podcast that I do with my wife every other Saturday. And this Saturday, we're going to have Shawn and his wife on. So that should be fun. Right. I know that we're going to be talking about kombucha because you said your wife makes her own at home, and
yep, she started doing that, and like it's gotten everybody's attention in the area that we've been talking to about it. She's like, oh, well, can we get some of that? Can we try some of that? And like now they all want like the babies that come off of the main yeast monster up on the top because it makes babies, and like
someone's trying to steal your babies.
Yeah, I'm selling babies on the yeast black market.
You're trying
on
to sell
the yeasty black market.
You're trying to sell your demon babies. Yeah. So, hey, maybe we can make a Til Death Podcast Network kombucha.
Yeah, look into all the codes and regulations for that. Well, and then we'll get started.
Kombucha Til Death. Booch Death. All right, so you want to let him know what you got?
Well, Ian, Small Town Famous, wants to know if we have to be proper while my wife is on. Not
you do realize she's married to him, right?
Yeah, I mean, like yeah, like she deals with me on a regular basis, so I mean, like, therefore she's dealt with lots and lots of just like, I don't know, spicy
news. If you are a viewer, let's all force our wives to watch and learn. Yes, bring them in. We want to be less misogynist.
Yeah, bring the wives all in, and like let's see what they have to say, if anything, and just like say like this is from the wife, and then like just leave the comment.
Or better idea, make them make a Rumble account and then subscribe.
Yes. Let's
and then you guys could have you're bickering in the chat, and then it makes the chat more fun, and
yeah, because then you could air all your dirty laundry on the internet, which is fantastic. We love that.
Yeah.
That was the first 30 minutes of the entire show, was airing of dirty laundry between Isabella, Riley, Moody, and Iggy Azalea. So yeah, please do that.
Don't worry, I'm sure both of our wives, because they're married to us, have plenty of stories, and I'm sure a couple of those stories will come out during the podcast. So if you want to see us ridiculed by our wives when we can't really do anything about it, tune in. It'll be fun.
Know we're gonna be on our best behaviors.
Someone said, Channel 2 Action News says, I hear you. Foot pics make money, bro.
That's right.
More money, more problems, though. All right, so yeah, check that out this Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Should be fun, and every other Saturday is when we do that. So you want to let them know what's going on with you, sir?
Solo.to/I'm Shawn Cav for all the links that I got going on with Sippin with Shawn, which actually we just made a Sippin with Shawn Twitter page, correct? Right? So
we did.
Yeah, that's at Sippin with Shawn, of course, on Twitter. But like I'm gonna put that link in this one so that way you can go and follow that as well. So solo.to/I'm Shawn Cav. That's all my socials over there. It's got the locals pages. It's got links to all the things we got going on with Whiskey Capitalists. But that's how you stay up to date with everything going on with Sippin with Shawn, which is Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. Typically weekly, unless I say otherwise, because I have other shit going on sometimes, and the show must go on. When the gigs call, I have to go.
Well, yeah, and then when you don't, when you have to do pre-recorded content, then we just fight and bicker about it, and then it comes out a day later. So,
yep. So there is an episode for this past week. It just came out at like midnight on Friday instead of 5:30, and I show you how to make a budget margarita. That's one of my things. I do like the drink of the week, which I really enjoy doing that. Quite frankly, I think it's a great little segment where I go through my drink encyclopedia. And I was like, hey, you know what? I've never made this before. I'm going to make this one. But the budget margarita has been like a trick thing that me and my wife have done for a long time to try and like get the margarita taste at a fraction of the cost. and you get a shit ton of them out of that. So yeah, go check that one out and enjoy, everybody. My gift to you.
What's going to be really cool is since I have the time to do it, if you guys haven't watched any Movies America content, which that's actually what I was going to say next, at moviesamerica.com for all of his links and ways to stay up to date with him, and at Movies America on Twitter and on Instagram, so you can get all the funniness that comes out. He did like kind of like a live tweeting like a couple videos during the Oscars last night because, you know, he follows movies. So that's what, you know, he's going to do. But he's on this network. So he has our, you know, our basic ideals and, you know, the way we kind of agree on a lot of things. So, and he's in the comments.
Funny as hell.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, a lot of he's going to have, it's close to like a nerdrotic kind of thing, or, you know, those kind of whatever. It's not, you know, not shilling for, you know, the wokeness of all the movie stuff. So, really, really cool. And we're all caught up. He's going to start doing his live streams on Thursdays. I believe next week is going to be his first live stream. We have a board meeting tomorrow, guys, and we are going to be sitting down talking about all this stuff and what we're going to do. But with that, what is really cool is, let me see here, with us having more time to focus on the shows and make them better. And, you know, you were talking about your segment with the drink of the week stuff is we're going to be able to do little things like this. If you haven't seen the Movies America content that just came out yesterday, then you haven't seen this yet. But this is a little stinger that I just made for his little brew review, because he doesn't only do movie reviews. He does beer reviews every episode too, a new beer. So this is a little stinger we got for him. It just makes me want beer.
Look at all that head.
Yeah. Pretty good. So we're gonna be able to do stingers like that. So let me see. How do I? There we go. So we'll be able to do stingers like that for the Sippin' with Shawn show. Some more stuff on Movies America, and we'll be able to do stuff here on Whiskey Capitalist. Let me see. Did I do another one? Because this was fun. Let's see. Just a quick one.
I love Hollywood. I love Disney. Star Wars has never been better.
We're still on YouTube. That's why you gotta say that. All right. So here is another one that I just did, which you guys might recognize.
I did see that one. I saw that one in which one? I was watching the Cocaine Bear review.
Yeah, exactly. So do little fun stuff like that. We'll be able to we'll be able to do that now that we have wait, hold on. Looks like Only Beers Ian, hands down. Where we can see him, fellas. Oh yeah, no, I have no pants and I'm fully hard. Okay, so with that, was there anything else on your
No, we're going to Rumble now because let's get into our next topic. Yeah, that's the Twitter page for the network. Go there
at Til Death Network on Twitter, tdpnlocals.com. Use that promo code, all that good stuff. So like I said, we are going to jump over, or like Shawn said, I guess we are going to jump over to the I'll give credit where it's due. We are going to jump over to Rumble. And you're trying to fill your drink, aren't you? I see you. You're like, God,
you know, this is my routine, everybody. Once that Rumble stinger comes, I dart out of the room. I go to my basement bar and I refill.
Mm-hmm. If he makes it, you guys got to give us $1. All right, here we go. I'm gonna say things to you when your headphones are off. All right, cool. All right, here we go, guys.
Until the stinger starts.
All right, here we go.